Hello, everybody. Well, my name is Anne Marie Spencer, and I'm the Corporate Vice President of Marketing for Playcore. We're headquartered here in Chattanooga. And I'm not going to present a problem today, because I like to say that there are no problems, only solutions that we haven't met yet. So I'm really excited to be here and hope that maybe the solution that we're looking for is right here in the room and we'll have a chance to meet and talk later. So to give you a little bit of background about what we do, Playcore is a recreation company. So we manufacture all kinds of things to keep people active and healthy. Everything from playgrounds to climbing walls. We make timing and scoreboards for aquatic systems. We do surfacing, we do bleachers, we do grandstands, we do dog parks, we do adult fitness. So there's a whole suite of different products that we make that are really designed to get people outdoors and get them healthy and keep them active. But we really differentiate from a lot of the people that we compete with in the way that we go to market. And we do that through an area that we call the Center for Professional Development, which is the department that I work for. And we spend a lot of money and time investing in research. We want to find out what best practices are so that when our customers come to us and they need a solution that they haven't met yet, we can help them with that, and we can help them solve all of the issues and things that they're facing, because every community we're finding is unique in what they're looking to do with their outdoor recreation spaces. So as a result of that, we've created a series of different programs and resources, from activity guides to data research that we've done. For instance, for a community who's looking to build a playground for kids with special needs, we worked with Utah State Center for Persons with Disabilities and came up with a program that, if followed, would really give you a space where all kids could play together, because we found that there were a lot of really not well thought out ones out there, and a lot of people aren't thinking beyond kids who use mobility devices. So if you think about 1,000 children, you'll have 85 with a disability, and one of those will be in a wheelchair. So what are we doing for the other 84? So we never profess to be the expert in any of these spaces. We go out and we find those people, and we partner with universities and scholars in different fields and areas. And one of the areas that we really saw a lot of focus on lately is outdoor fitness and outdoor fitness spaces in parks. And we know from the research that we've done that this is something that is greatly needed. Fewer than 2 in 10 Americans are getting the recommended dosage of regular exercise. They're intimidated about going to the gym because they think it's going to be a bunch of in-shape meatheads walking around in there, and they're not going to know what to do or how to get started. Or they just simply can't afford a gym, or they don't have transportation to get somewhere. And so working with communities to help bring these outdoor fitness spaces and equipment to an outdoor environment where they can be used at will, where they can fit people's schedules, where they're often located near a playground, so a whole family can go out, and the parents are demonstrating best practices by getting active on the equipment. The kids are enjoying play. Everybody's having a good time, so there's not that stress of mom and dad are sitting on the bench, so they just can't wait to leave because this is boring and they've got things to do. So we're seeing a lot of great activity, and we know that people who are active have a much reduced rate of risk for all kinds of diseases and health issues. So what we found interesting when we started working on this best practice guide on outdoor fitness is that people who work out outdoors actually do it longer. They find it more enjoyable, whether it's just being in the outdoors itself, or the ability to talk and communicate with other people or their peers, or just that not pressure of being in an indoor environment. We find that they work out better and longer, and they tend to repeat the behavior, which is very, very interesting. So you can see there's a lot of different benefits that we've discovered from outdoor fitness. So then what we decided to do was, we have a product, a company that makes products for outdoor fitness. So how can we work with them to make sure that we're delivering to communities the absolute best outdoor fitness space that they can have? And if you think about it from an indoor gym perspective, right, there's hundreds of pieces of equipment to choose from. So it's not as critical what those pieces are, because there's going to be something for everybody. When you're looking at an outdoor fitness space, this is actually considered probably a pretty good sized one. So you can see how the equipment choices are absolutely critical to ensure that people are getting a really good, well-rounded workout. And we're talking about developing muscle strength and core strength and aerobic ability, and expanding their aerobic activity, and then also working on balance and flexibility, which is so very important, especially with so many aging Americans. That's one of their most important important concerns right now. So we've created these fitness spaces and selected different pieces of equipment and different designs so that communities who are looking to create a space that creates this great outdoor environment can easily do so. So right now, besides the best practice guide, we have a lot of different things that we can do with the community. So we've created this whole best practice award program around if a community is willing to, really follow these best practices and create an outdoor fitness space that follows all of these well-rounded areas so that their community gets a good workout. They can be an outdoor adult fitness national demonstration site. And there's an award ceremony that goes along with that, and they get a sign at their site and the ability to use the seal that comes along with the program. So it's a really neat perk, and a lot of people around the country are doing this. So now what these people want to do in these communities is really measure what is the effectiveness of what we've done, and how can we ensure that people are using the space, how are they using the space, as well as people who simply want to be able to measure what they're doing. So currently, this is the user experience. There is a QR code on the equipment. Those all connect to a different video. So if you don't know what to do on the equipment, you can look at the video. And we want to make that a better experience. So we want to create an app, which is what our solution that we're looking for is, that will help people promote personal management, set goals, earn badges for milestones that they've reached, communicate with other different communities. So maybe you can communicate with somebody in another city that's doing this, that has a similar goal as you, and create sort of a social aspect to it. And then most importantly, provide data tracking as well, so that cities can, maybe log in and see how many people are using the space and what the effectiveness has been. So thinking about when people work out, what is the most popular equipment that they're using, how much time are they spending on each piece, and what is the time of their average workout. So this is our timing, and I know I'm running short on time, so I won't go over all of them, but basically we'd like to be able to launch it sometime at mid next year. And our ideal partner will have done something similar. So a real best-in-class mobile app developer, somebody that's developed really fun, intuitive, user-friendly apps for both Apple and Android, communication-driven, and if you happen to be a fitness enthusiast, that is a huge plus. So we're going to do things a little bit differently. I really want to meet and talk to people face-to-face with questions. So we're going to defer all of our questions to the back of the table. I know you guys are like so happy, yay, we're making up some time. But I really want to have conversations rather than just directed up on stage questions. So I hope that you'll take some time and come back. We're in the back room in the center table there and come back and talk to us. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Playcore.